good news and it's not great news. It's not bad news. Just, it is what it is, right? The market is what it is. And we knew this going into this when we elected what's his face 2 years ago. We knew that things were going to get a little rough. Now let's talk about where we are. There's 630 more home sellers than there are buyers. It's the biggest gap on record. Should that be something we're freaking out about? I don't think so, especially regionally. And in San Jose, Santa Clara, I think we're okay. I think we're seeing a slowdown. We're absolutely seeing things where we expected to get more homes on market, which we're seeing, and buyers are not coming out in droves, which we expected because rates went up. Remember, rates went down below 6% 2-3 weeks ago. We knew that going into it, and it takes a few weeks for that to normalize. Home buyers are retreating due to stubbornly high home prices. Here's the thing. Sellers don't need to move. They don't have to move, right? It's not 2008 where their houses are being taken from them. They don't have to move. If they don't get the price that they want, they're just going to hold. They're just going to hold on to it. I'm looking at a bunch of different houses right now, and I have 3 active listings, and all of them are just sitting, right? Not getting a ton of traffic because there just isn't a ton of buyers out there right now. Plus, we also had Easter, which is a big holiday weekend. And yeah, things kind of take a little bit of a toll, right? In this multicultural area, we still had buyers coming through. It wasn't complete crickets, but we still have stuff going on. Things got normalized, then we dropped the rates, and then the war started, and then rates went back up, and that's why we're in a stall right now. That's going to normalize. It's absolutely going to normalize because nobody needs to sell their house right now. We're not seeing a huge rush of bank-owned inventory, etc. So this is just like a regional report here. And then right here, tensions cloud a spring market. So this is all incendiary. It's all designed to get you to click, just finding its footing. Now, here's the thing, right? You can absolutely agree to it. It says, oh my God, there's 172 more active listings than there were last in 2020. Yeah, absolutely. Rates were a lot lower back then and houses flew off the market back then. But let's take a look at new listings, 439,000. It's only a 9.9%. That's barely 1% change. Okay. So it's not incendiary. It's not a bad market. It's not anything's crazy here. Right? And we're going to go into the 12 county Bay Area market report or sales report. But this is more important right now. Let's talk about the active listings year over year to almost 1 million, up slightly from 7.9, up slightly, right? This lets you think that, oh my God, Chicken Little's coming and the sky's falling, but it's not. Nothing's bad here, right? Active listings, it's mostly because we just have more people moving, but they're also taking their time. The 415 median list price, that's gone down just a tad bit, but since 2022, it's gone up a tad bit. So when you see these real estate guys saying, oh my God, the market's crashing. Oh my God, we're going to see a crash. Oh my God, you should sell right now. Sell to me for 50 cents on the dollar. All they're trying to do is separate you from the value of your home. Hold. If you're going to put your house on the market, put your house on the market and see what the market happens. San Jose. Now, this is San Jose, Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, and this is listed price, not sales price, because we're at $2 million sales price, right? Median sales price for Santa Clara County. That's just Santa Clara County. This is 3 cities that they average in, showing that it's coming down. Look, 1.376. Of course, this is the list price, not the average, the median list price, not the median sales price, which is $2 million. Anyway, there you go. All right. You have older parents and you need to move them into a community or what have you, let me know. We specialize in taking stuff out, getting your house fixed up, major repairs, minor repairs, etc., getting it looking like it's pretty, ready to go, and then we'll take care of it for you. Download this pre-inspection checklist and we get started with you today. Cupertino House of the Week, Ricardo Road, not my listing. The reason why I picked it is because it's almost $5 million. Crazy for a 3,600 square foot house, 5 bedroom, 3.5 baths on a third of an acre, almost a third of an acre, built in 2024 in the Stevens Creek Canyon Road. This is tucked away, so quiet, nobody ever would know that this house existed. So that's where the Apple UFO is. That's Monte Vista De Anza area. And yep, you go up through here and then you go towards the dam and it's right there on a little cul-de-sac. Gigantic home built in 2004. And I'll bet you anything you have to pay for fire, the California Fair Plan. This is Willow Glen House of the Week. And again, huge monstrosity of a house on a smaller lot. Just look at this thing. It's just gigantic. But it looks like it was built over and built over. So it's probably started off with this, and then they added this, and then they added this, and then they added on top of here. Back in 1930, it was probably a 2,000 square, or maybe a 1,000 square foot house. Now it's a 2,300 square foot house for $2.6 million. Right? Location, location, location. Let's talk about that. It is walking distance to downtown Lincoln Ave, downtown Willow, Glen. I just don't like the nooks and crannies here. Kind of weird looking, but it is what it is. You know, when you Winchester Mystery House this thing together, it's going to be like that. The other thing is you don't have much of a yard, which might be okay for some people. Yep. And then this is luxury home of the week, Pacific Avenue in San Francisco, $27.5 million, 6 bedrooms, 6 full baths, 2 half baths, almost 10,000 square feet, built in 1910. And it looks like you have a pretty decent view of not only the bay, the Golden Gate, but also the Presidio here. Let's take a quick look inside. We're not going to go to all 57 photos. Yeah, see, it's modernized, but it's very chunky, not an open floor plan. There's your view. Look at that. Worth it. It's your $27.5 million view right there. That's worth it right there. Now, if I was the listing agent, I would be calling Hollywood and saying, I have a set for you. I need you to come and take a look at this and put your new movie in there, and then you can sell it for $35 million. That's just me. The main reason is because you get the 2D floor plan. I'm huge on the floor plan, and Matterport does a really good job of doing that. And the fun thing is you can take this and not in this one. Yeah. Mini map, floor selector, basement. See, it's kind of nice to be able to do that, right? It's nice. It's absolutely nice. Let's take a look at this listing. And the reason why I'm telling you we should take a look at this listing is it's my house. I'm selling this house. I lived here for 23 years. We're moving, and I'm still sticking around. Still buying a house here in San Jose, maybe Santa Cruz, we'll see. But yep, see, this has a nice floor plan for you. And it's nice because when somebody's coming in from out of town, they're like, well, I want to see the floor plan. I want to see what it looks like. Where would I put this? Where would I put that? And it's nice to have, right? And on top of that, you have the exterior video. See, they have that. You have a nice picture of the park over there, right? And then you have the 3D tour. There you go. And guys, I'm telling you, staging works. It works an amazing value here. I can show you before and after pictures once this thing sells, but just think, you know, all the time that I spent in this house building it. I put the new kitchen in a couple times, put this pantry in, built this pantry out myself. It's bittersweet, but it is what it is. Spent a lot of time in this room right here watching TV, right? And then outside, go outside again. So I built this fireplace with a kegerator. There's a barbecue. And then you have the lights over here. If you want to have a nice evening, it's cool out, turn the fireplace on. And then you have lights and fans and a heater if it gets cold, and an old TV here. My daughter and I built that. And let's go into the office. Yeah, see, look. Nice. Have it all cleaned up. Never looked like this. You see how everything has 3 things on it, barely 3 things on it? It's because I wanted to make it look sparse. Come on, get upstairs. And there you go. There's the master bedroom, right? And then the bathroom. I built that. I didn't build the cabinets, I put them in. And then there you go. Take a look real quick at the 312 County Bay Area report. Nothing crazy is going on. Here's one thing you have to remember is that people that have money, they don't really get affected by the economy. They already have it planned in. And when they look at a house, they're going to buy it no matter what. It doesn't matter what the economy is. Normal 90% of the population where they're thinking, oh my God, I'd love to be able to buy a house, but is this really a good time to buy or sell and this and that? And rates affect them. When you're in the haves, you don't care about the rates because you have ways of working out that stuff. And for the most part, Santa Clara has a lot of haves, especially on the west side. But when you go on the east side, from Highway 17 over, that prices dwindle and becomes a little more of a struggle for people to buy. And it's not a cultural thing. It's just that just happens to be where it is, right? Everything on the west coast, west side tends to sell a little bit more than the east side in Santa Clara County. Nothing crazy to look at. But again, look, median price, we're still a very high volume. We have 3,300 new listings for sale. We've sold half of them, all 1,669. We did 200 sales this week itself. And in contract, we have 2,000. So these are closings. These also included like 30 days worth of last year too. So take that into account. It's the same thing, 30 days of contract. Well, actually that's year to date. So really we don't have a lot of active homes for sale right now in San Jose or Santa Clara County. If you're in San Benito, median sales price is 800, takes 60 days to sell, and you're looking at 96 cents on the dollar, whereas in Santa Clara County, you're looking at 6% over list price. Like San Mateo is 124, but that's going to come down. And then San Francisco is the top. I'll tell you that right now. It's